Hey Slayers, it's your girl Tiana, the Swagslayer, coming to you today to talk about 5 tips to help you reduce your spending. Because it's what? The Swagslayer Monday. It's the Swagslayer Money Making Monday. It's tip number 27. Let's jump into it because I know we all have things to do. So the very first one is going to be to consolidate any subscriptions you currently have. So let me give you an example. If you're using a service that helps you remove backgrounds, or using a service that helps you list and cross list, or using a service that helps you do pretty much anything that helps your resale life, can you consolidate those subscriptions into one subscription? I know lots of different companies have all kind of awesome things that we can use, but we're not always using all of those things. So which ones do you use the most? Which ones do you need the most? And which service can provide that? For example, I use LISTPERFECTLY. So it helps me remove the background. It helps me cross list to 11 different platforms, and it helps me measure my items using Sizerly. So that is a way that I was able to take all these little different things I was using and said, wait, let me consolidate that into one space, which I consolidated into LISTPERFECTLY. If you're new to LISTPERFECTLY, go ahead and check them out. You get a free trial. If you decide to stick with them, you can get 30% off your first purchase, of your first month, or if you're upgrading or downgrading, or if you're just reactivating your account. The measuring Sizerly feature they have is for a pro account, just so you know. So tip number 2 is to go ahead and list the inventory you already have. I know that is so difficult. I'm a reseller also. But if we're listing the inventory that we currently have, then we're not out spending more money, and we can get money back for the inventory that we've already purchased. I am definitely on a mission to not source and to just list in this year, because I have so much inventory. I have an off-site location. I have on-site location. I really want to get everything listed and sold and consolidate that down. And then, which brings me to my next tip, number 3, to purchase quality over quantity. I love to shop. Hello, don't we all? But I can't just buy the cute thing, because that sits in my closet forever. And then I get so frustrated, like, why isn't this moving? Why isn't this selling? Why can't I get rid of it? It's so adorable. And then I end up keeping it, which I got out of that habit because I stopped buying my size. But I have to look at what's really selling, what's going to sell quickly, because I'm not a storage facility. I'm a reseller. I want to sell, flip my money, and get my money back. Tip number 4, look at your matrix. We jumped to this one kind of quickly because this is the one I want to talk about a little bit more than the others. Look at what is selling. LISTPERFECTLY also has a matrix. So if you're going to use LISTPERFECTLY, you can check it out there for all your platforms in one place. But let's talk about Poshmark a little bit, because they do have a new feature where you can look at what your matrix is saying you're selling. I use that over on Poshmark specifically because it tells me the brands that are selling, and I can scroll through a number of them. I always look at the top 10, 5, 3, depending on what I'm doing and what brands are selling. If it's selling in the home market, the children's market, the men's market, the women's market, if it is at the dollar amount I want, because it will show you how much you have sold in dollars for the current month, the current year, or overall time on Poshmark. There's some other options, but those are the 3 I look at. And so when you're taking a look at those matrix, you can really break down, okay, I don't really need to source XYZ anymore, because looking at these matrix, yeah, I sold a handful there, but they're not selling like ABC is selling. So for me, since I am revamping all of my reseller platforms and kind of transitioning to another project, because I want to focus more on that project, I need to make sure my resale life is very laser focused. I take a look at, okay, how can I see what's going on? I need to know which brands to source and only source those. I love brands like Free People, Anthropology, Lucky Brand. They're so cute. I love them. I can usually find them at a good price, but they don't move as fast in my closet. And it's because my closet and Poshmark is more geared to what I would call streetwear. It's sneakers, Nike, Converse, Adidas, jackets, hoodies, backpacks, sunglasses, things like that. And so the person shopping for Free People, Lucky Brand, Anthropologie brands, they're not typically also shopping for streetwear. So they might come into my closet and like the item, but then of course on Poshmark, we can bundle everything. There's nothing for them to bundle because I have these one-off pieces that don't really match with what they're looking for. If more of my closet was like jeans, t-shirts, sandals, boots, then that would all mix together because it doesn't always have to be the brand. It would all go with the style. So I noticed, yes, if it is wintertime, I will buy those brands and boots because those will fly out of my closet because typically someone shopping for boots will buy boots and be gone. But if it is clothing, I have to make sure that I collect them over time. So what I do is I have a special bag that I put all my Lucky Brand, all my Anthropologie, all my Free People into. And then once that bag is full, I'll list them all at the same time. And then that'll get them moving. But you have to consider, do you have space for that? Can you store something sometimes for a year to then come back and list when you have a full set of inventory in similar sizes so somebody can buy them out? And that's how I found for me to find great brands that I love that I know will sell, to be able to sell them and not just have them sitting in my closet kind of as these one-offs. And then after about 3 months, if I list them and they haven't sold, I'll take them back off, put them back in the bag and start over. Usually I'll sell over 75% of that bag when I list it all at one time. So definitely look at your matrix. It is so, so important. Tell me down in the comments, what is something that you're selling, a brand, a style, like if you're selling more tops or shoes or jewelry. Tell me what you're selling down in the comments. I typically sell more shoes, but I also list more shoes. So that's kind of like, I'm selling more because I'm listing more. So now that you've looked at your matrix, you know what's going on. It is actually time to shop, but you're going to shop in a more organized, informational way. So you're going to use all available discounts. Every single discount you can find. If they have a code online, use that. If they have a paper coupon that you can stack with that. If they're having an in-store sale that you can use the promo code and the coupon on, use that. Also, don't forget to use things like Venmo or Cash App, because if you have the card, and again, I've talked about in a previous video, but I'll briefly go over it. If you're using the Cash App, you can have them send you a Cash App card or Venmo. This is instructions for both. They will send you an actual debit card that's linked to your Cash App. And then when you swipe that card, if you've added the additional discount in the app, it will discount it again for you on the card. So for example, when Cash App gives 10% off at Nike, because I've used that before, I will go to my Nike store and I will source there. Then I will use whatever Nike insider coupons they have, because Nike has its own app with its own coupons. And then I'll pay with my Cash App card, and then the Cash App card will automatically discount that amount. So instead, say it was $100 and I get 10% off using the Cash App card, which is $10 off. When I swipe my Cash App card will only charge me $90 instead of the $100 because I get the discount. So definitely look at those things. They're so important because they're going to save you so much more money. And since we're looking at ways to consolidate our spending, to reduce our spending, that is definitely my go-to. On top of that, hey, Regina girl, thanks for stopping by to come hang out. On top of that, you want to make sure you are shopping the off season. So if you are shopping the off season, so if it is summer and you're going into winter, buy up all the reduced summer items, because now you have more items to look through that are at a reduced price, that typically you can still use a coupon or a promo code, or they'll have an additional sale. So know what stores have sales, when they have sales. For example, TJ Maxx, we know, has the yellow tag sale. We know Ross has a sale. So like, look at those different things, and then look at your local thrift and consignment. When do they have their clear out sale? Or when does the consignment shop in your area do 90% off? Like, that is when you go. So your inventory amount stays low. You still get quality brands, quality merchandise. So that was my Swagslayer bonus tip, to shop the off brands. I just forgot to put the little banner up. So definitely shop off season to get those brands so that you have what you need in your closet. Let me know any tips down in the comments, any fun things that you are doing to keep reduce your spending, to keep it low, to keep your profit high. Because what do? We buy low, we sell high. That's how we take care of ourselves, our families, and reach our goals and dreams. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, Slayers. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.